Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another HTML and CSS for beginners. And this video is going to be the one where I show you how you can build your own website. And why I decided to make this video this early in the course, it is because I really wanted to show you how you can build something practical, even if you have a very beginner knowledge of HTML and CSS. So rather than me showing you a bunch of concepts that you are not going to know how to combine and how to put together in order to build something, I wanted to show you myself how you can build something practical and useful even if you are on a very beginner level of learning HTML and CSS. And that is going to be a very basic website. So the things that we learn in this course are really going to be the core, the foundation, and are going to be applicable throughout this course. And later in the videos of this course, we are going to learn how we can really add more elements and how we can really style this website so that it looks much more presentable than it is going to look in this particular video. So here I have this website that I want to show you how you can build. And as you can see, it consists of three sections, so 3 pages. It is this home page, and then this courses, and social media part as well. So when I navigate myself on this home section, here I wanted to show you how you can put an image to your website, and I have also I have written some description about my channel, and I have put description about one of my previous courses that I have made. So it is C++ course. If you are interested, you can check it out on my channel. It is beginner course as well. So that is about this home section. And then on this courses part of my website, you can find all of the courses that I have made so far and published on my channel. And then here on this social media part of my website, I have listed all of my social media platforms. So for example, if you click on this Code Beauty YouTube channel, as you can see, you are going to be navigated to my Code Beauty YouTube profile. So here you can find all of the videos that I have published so far. And this one is not ready, so it is private. That's why it does not have thumbnail yet. So I'm going to close this. And then there is one thing that I want you to pay attention, and that is going to be, where is this link going to be open? So for example, if I click on my Instagram account, so I click on this link here, I want you to pay attention that it is going to be opened in a separate tab, and that is because we really don't want to navigate the visitors of our website away from our website, but we want to open this in a separate tab. So when I click it, as you can see, it is opened as part of a separate tab. Oh, I have notifications. Nice. And the first thing that I want to do is going to be to create a folder on my desktop, and we are going to use that folder in order to put all of the files that we create in this tutorial. So I'm going to create a folder on my desktop, and I'm going to call that folder website, like this. And then let's create 3 HTML documents inside this folder. And those 3 are going to be our home page, our courses, and then our social media. So I'm going to name those index.html, which is going to be our home page. And then our courses is going to be courses.html, and then socialmedia.html. And for that, I'm going to use my Visual Studio Code. Okay, and I'm going to say new file. And now I'm going to create my index.html. So I'm going to save this file, this empty file, in this website folder. And I'm going to name it index.html, like this. So this is going to be our home page. And then let's create 2 more. So this one I'm going to save also inside this website folder, and I'm going to name it courses.html, like this. And then the third one is going to be saved also in this folder, and it is going to be socialmedia.html, like this. Okay, so we have created these 3 files. And the next thing that I want to do is going to be really to put our basic HTML structure inside each of these 3 files. So here I'm going to paste this basic structure, and I'm going to save it. And then here as well, also save it. And then in this third file as well, I'm going to place my basic HTML structure. And let's first create this index.html page. So here what I want to put in my body section is going to be an image, and I want to put a paragraph of text where I'm going to describe really what this website is going to be about. And let me show you something, and that is going to be this images folder here. So here I have prepared all of the images which we are going to be using in order to build this website. So here I have 6 images. So I'm going to put this images folder inside my website folder so that we have all of the files that we are going to be using in this website folder. Okay, and if I open this website folder, you can see that it consists of these 3 files, these 3 HTML files which we have just created, so index, courses, and social media, and then this images folder as well. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do now is going to be to put this banner image on my index.html. So I'm going to open my Visual Studio Code, and in order to put an image to your HTML file, you have to use tag for that. So I'm going to use image tag, so you say img, and then in order to specify which image you want, you have to put source to that image. So you have to really specify the location of that image. So you say src, and then here in these quotations you specify the path to that image. And as you can see, the path of our index.html is this C users Saldina desktop website, and then our images are really as well in this website folder, but in another folder, so one folder deeper, and that is images folder. So we have to specify that here. I'm going to say please look on this location here, but only one folder deeper, so that folder is images, like this, and then the name of our image is going to be banner. Okay, I'm going to save that, and I'm going to check one more time. So the name is banner, and then one very important thing is that you have to specify the extension of your image. And how you can check out the extension of your image, you can right click on your image, properties, and here you see that the extension of my image is .png. So I have to put that here as well. So I'm going to say banner.png, like this. Okay, and now I'm going to try to open this index.html. So I'm going to look for it in this folder where I have created it, and here I'm going to say right click and then open with Google Chrome. Okay, and this has opened. I'm going to close other tabs, and as you can see, we have shown this banner image on our web page. So that was the first thing. And beneath this image, I want to put a paragraph of text, which is going to be this one here. Okay, so it is just basic description. So I make programming videos on YouTube, Code Beauty YouTube channel, and then here is a description of one of the other tutorials that I have made on my channel. It is C++ for beginners. If you want, you can check it out. I'm going to link it here and also in the description of this video. And then another thing that I want to add is going to be heading. So here I'm going to use h1 tag, and I'm going to say that the heading for my index.html is going to be home, like this. So now that I have saved it, and if I refresh it, you can see that our text and then our title, so our heading, actually has appeared here. So we have finished this index.html for now. Let's focus now on our courses.html. And this courses.html I'm going to use in order to list all of the courses that I have made on my channel. And for that, I'm going to use a tag which is called unordered list. So here I'm going to say UL, meaning unordered list. And then in order to put items inside my list, I'm going to use another tag which is going to be list item, like this. So li, and then here as the first item I want to put for example C++ for beginners, like this. So this is going to be the first item of our list. And then I'm going to copy this a couple more times. Okay. And then let's say that my second course was C++ functions, like this. And then third course was C++ interview questions, like this. And then fourth course is this one, which is HTML and CSS. Okay, so this is an ordered list which has 4 items. The first one is C++ for beginners text. After that we have C++ functions, C++ interview questions, and then HTML and CSS. And let's also add heading for this courses.html as well. So I'm going to use h1 tag, and I'm going to say that the heading for this is going to be courses, like this. So now I will have to open this courses.html in order to see the changes that we have made. So here I'm going to really copy this path, and then I'm going to open a new browser, okay, like this. And then here I'm going to just modify this index.html into courses.html, like this. So, oh, it is courses, not verses. Okay, and as you can see, our page has been opened. So this is also one way to navigate yourself to your web page. So you can navigate yourself directly through this address bar, or you can right click on your file and say open with, and then choose your browser. So here we have our courses.html, and it is ready as well for now. And then the third one is going to be this one here, so socialmedia.html. And here I want to specify links to my social media profiles. You are going to specify the links to yours. But the first thing that we have to learn is going to be how you can really specify a link. So for that, we use anchor tag, which is this tag here. So you say A, and then here, as content, you put the text or an image or whatever you want to be shown to your user. So you put that here. And then here in this start tag, you use href attribute in order to specify the link. So here I'm going to say href, and then the link that I want to navigate my user to is going to be this link here. So I'm going to just paste this link here like this, and then the text that I want to show to my user is going to be just this one here. So I'm going to say, if you want to navigate yourself to Code Beauty, you are going to be really navigated to this link here, and you will have to click to this text here. So now if I save this, and then I'm going to really navigate myself to my social media. So you can do that either really modifying this address text, or you can right click on your file and say open with Google Chrome. And here, as you can see, we have this Code Beauty link. So now if I click on this, you can see that we are going to be taken to my YouTube channel. Okay, and the thing that I wanted to show you is going to be really how you can open this link in a separate tab. And for that, you use attribute which is called target, like this. And then the value for that attribute is going to be blank, like this. Okay, so now that I have saved this, and if I refresh my page and click on this link again, you can see that my YouTube channel is going to be opened in a separate tab. And my connection is a bit slow, but as you can see, it has been opened in a separate tab. So now I'm going to close this, and as you can see, here is my link. So now we are going to use this logic here in order to build a list of links. Okay, and one more thing that I want to show you before that is going to be really, as I already said, you can specify text here, or you can put an image, or really any other element. So here I want to put an image, So as a content of my anchor tag, I'm going to put image and text as well. So we are going to use image tag, and the source of our image is going to be specified via source attribute. And here we are going to put the location of our image, and that location is going to be images/YouTube. So it is this location here. So it is C user Saldina desktop website, which is really the location of our HTML document. And then this folder here, so images, and then youtube.png. Okay, so I'm going to specify that part of a path here. So I'm going to say images/YouTube, okay, youtube.png, like this. So now my .html document is going to look for this image on this path here, and then it is going to add this images folder, and the name of my image is going to be youtube.png. And it is really important to specify this extension of your image. So now that I save this and refresh my page, you can see that this image has appeared. But we really have the problem with the size of this image. So I'm going to change the size of this image. I'm going to say that this image is going to have the width of, for example, 30 pixels. I think that is going to be enough. So now that I have saved it, and if I refresh it, you can see that our image has been proportionally scaled. So we have set the width of our image to 30 pixels, and its height has as well been scaled. So we have specified one link here, and let's format this so that it looks a bit more readable. So we have anchor tag, which is going to navigate as to this location, so to this YouTube/C/CodeBeauty, which is my channel, and it is going to open that in a new tab. So because we have specified this target attribute, and what is going to be shown to our user is going to be this image, so this youtube.png, and then this CodeBeauty text as well. Okay, so now I really want to specify other links, so links of my other social media, and I'm going to use a list for that. So I'm going to use once more unordered list. So I'm going to say UL, and then as first list item, I'm going to use this code here. So this is going to be the first item of my list. So I'm going to cut it from here and then paste it here. Okay. And then the second list item is going to be linked to my, for example, Instagram. So I'm going to copy this. Okay. And then here I'm going to specify the link to my Instagram profile. So I'm going to copy that. It is this link here, like this. Okay. And then here I'm going to use my username on Instagram, which is this one here, like this. And here I want to specify image of, so Instagram icon, Instagram image, and the name of that image is Instagram. Oh, okay. And it is as well on this same path, so on this same location as my youtube.png, and it also has the same format as my YouTube image. But if you need, you can check that here, so you can really check the name of your image and the extension as well. Okay, so now that I saved this and I try to reload it, you can see that we have built a list that consists of two items. The first one is this CodeBeauty, so YouTube channel, and then the second one is this True CodeBeauty, so Instagram profile. And let's add one more. Oh, I have closed this. So let's add one more, and it is going to be my Twitter account. So I'm going to copy this list item once more, and here I'm going to specify href. So I'm going to specify the link to my Twitter profile. So I'm going to copy that from here, and I'm going to paste it. So this is my Twitter account, and I'm going to use this Twitter name here, and here I want to use Twitter image. So I'm going to say Twitter, and as well, I know the name of this image and its extension. You will have to check that one out in your folder. So here I have this Twitter image, which has the extension .png, and I have specified it here. So I'm going to close this, and now that I have saved this, I'm going to reload my page once more, and as you can see, my Twitter item, my Twitter profile has appeared here as well. And if I want to test this, I'm going to click, for example, on my Instagram anchor tag here, and as you can see, my Instagram profile has been opened in a separate tab. So I'm going to close this, and now we have really built all of these 3 pages. So we have our index page, we have our courses, and then we have our social media as well. So the next thing that I want to show you is going to be really how you can link these 3 together. So now we are going to build the menu so that we can navigate ourselves through these 3 pages. And for that, I'm going to use, so let's start building that on our index.html, so here. And for that, I'm going to use another tag that I haven't shown you, and that is going to be a div tag. And this div tag is really used in order to group elements together. So let's say that it is a kind of a container, and for now I'm going to use that div tag in order to put my menu tags together. And in order to create a menu, I'm going to use anchor tags as well. So let's say once more that I'm going to create anchor tag, and here I put a text or an image content that is going to be shown to my user. So here I want to write, let's say, home, and then here in my start tag I specify href attribute, and here I specify the path that I want to navigate my user when he clicks on this text here. And the path that I want my user to be navigated to when he clicks on this home is going to be index.html. So I'm going to say index.html like this. So this is going to be linked to our index page, and then I'm going to copy this 3 more times like this, and then I want to put here my courses. So I'm going to say courses like this, and I want to navigate my user to courses.html when he clicks on this courses text. And then my third page is going to be social media. So here I'm going to say social media like this. And then when my user clicks on this social media text, I want my user to be navigated to my social media.html. So here I'm going to put that path. So I'm going to say social media like this. So now we have really created this menu only on this index.html page. So I have saved it, and now if I refresh my index, you can see that this home, courses, and social media has appeared. Okay, and now I want to copy this menu on my other pages as well, so on my courses and on my social media. So I'm going to take this div, which is going to be my menu, and I'm going to paste it here, so at the beginning of my courses.html, and then in the beginning of my social media.html as well, so here. Okay, and now after I have saved all of these 3 pages, if I come back to my index.html, I'm going to refresh it one more time, and now I can really expect to navigate myself to these other pages. So when I click on home, I am on home. When I click on courses, I'm going to switch to courses, and then when I click on social media, my user is going to be switched to my social media page. So now I can really close these 2. Okay, and let's add one more thing that we are missing, which is going to be really a horizontal line, which is going to separate our menu from this content. And for that, I'm going to use tag which is called HR like this. So that is going to add a horizontal rule. So it is going to add a horizontal line after my menu. So I'm going to save it, and I'm going to copy this HR tag to my courses here, and then to my index.html here as well. Okay, and now if I try to refresh this, you can see that this horizontal line has appeared, and it is really on all of my pages. And I have noticed one thing, and that is that our social media page is missing a heading. So our courses has this courses, and then home has home heading, but our social media is missing a heading. So I'm going to add that. So here on my social media.html, I want to put a heading. So after this horizontal rule, I'm going to say h1, and here I want to say my social media, like this. Okay, so I'm going to save this heading, and now if I refresh my page, you can see that my social media heading has appeared. So now the thing that I want to show you is going to be really how we can style this. So in my previous video, I have talked about external CSS, and now really I want to show you how you can apply that logic of external CSS to your website. So how you can use one file in order to style your website. So I'm going to close this, and then inside this website folder, I'm going to create a new folder, which is going to be called styles, like this. Okay, and then here I want to create a new file, which is going to be our style. And for that as well, I'm going to use my Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to say File, New File. So I'm going to save this file and place it in my styles folder, and I'm going to name it style.css and save it. Okay, and now what we have to do in order to have this style to be applied to our pages is really to link this style. And for that, as I already mentioned in my previous video, we use a link tag, which we put in this head section. Okay, so here I'm going to say link, and then I'm going to say the relationship is going to be style sheet, like this, and then the path to my style file is going to be specified using href attribute, and the path is going to be styles/style.css. Okay, so there is one thing that I'm going to add to my styles.css so that we can really test whether this has been applied, so whether this link works. So here in my styles, I'm going to add, for example, I'm going to say that I want to style my body tag, and I'm going to say that I want to add a background for my body tag. So I'm going to say that background color of my body is going to be, let's say, this beige color. So I'm going to save that, and now I'm going to refresh. Where is it? I'm going to refresh this social media, and as you can see, this beige color has been applied to my social media page. But if I navigate myself to my courses, you can see that this page does not have any styles, nor this home page. So I will have to link this styles.css on these two pages as well. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it on my courses.html and save it, and paste it as well on my index.html and save it. So now if I refresh this, and if I navigate myself to these other pages, you can see that they have this beige color of body. So this page is beige. And now you can decide, for example, that you want all of your headings to have a similar style. So you come to this styles.css and you say, please style all of my h1 tags with this background color of, for example, light green. So when I save this and refresh my home page, you can see that this heading has gotten this light green background. And then on my courses, my heading is as well this light green background. And then on social media as well, heading has this light green background. So I hope that now you have really seen the practical use of this external CSS, which we have mentioned in my previous video. And I hope as well that you have understood how you can build a website. I know that this is a very, very simple one and not very presentable one, but the core principles are there. So you are going to have some navigation, and then you are going to put the content on each of your pages. And as we progress in this course, we are going to learn about new elements, and we are going to learn new CSS, which we are going to use in order to put new elements to our web page, and also in order to style them so that they look presentable and nice. So if you enjoyed this video and if you learned something new, make sure to like it and also subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you are notified when I publish my next video. And all the questions that you have, put those in the comments down below, because I am aware that there are a lot of issues that can occur when you work on this on your own by yourself. And unfortunately, I cannot cover all of those issues in the video itself, but I am going to answer all of the questions that you put in the comments section. So anything that you have problem with, anything that you don't really understand, make sure to write it in the comments. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, and follow me on my other social media platforms. The link for those is going to be in the description.